Keeping with updates from India, fresh revelations are emerging in the alleged fund embezzlement case linked to the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. As per reports, the biggest diversion of donation money took place during the 2025 Mahakumbh, when millions of devotees visited the temple, leading to a massive surge in the offerings. The scale of donations at the Ram Temple highlights the significance of the alleged fraud. On the 22nd of January in 2024, the day of the consecration ceremony, offerings touched nearly 3.17 crore rupees. In the first 11 days after the inauguration, the temple received nearly 11 crore rupees in donations. The Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust reported annual earnings of nearly 327 crore rupees during the financial year 2024 to 25. Banking and temple-linked sources also indicate that average daily deposits have increased from around 10 to 12 lakh rupees to nearly 20 to 24 lakh rupees. Investigators have identified Lav Kush Mishra and his brother-in-law Anukalp Mishra as the two accused who allegedly siphoned off the donation money. The police have also traced immovable properties allegedly amassed by the duo, and they're likely to seek assistance from the Income Tax Department as well as other agencies to track the money trail. Both, remember, are among the 8 accused who have been arrested in this case, and they remain in judicial custody. The police raided Lav Kush Mishra's residence in Ayodhya and recovered nearly 12 lakh rupees in cash. Mishra was part of the temple staff who was responsible for counting the cash offerings by the devotees. Before joining the trust, he reportedly worked as a car mechanic. The probe has also cast a shadow over the Ram Temple Trust. The trust's General Secretary, Champat Rai, has submitted his resignation, and the matter is expected to be heard on Monday next. Authorities are examining financial transactions, assets, and the role of those entrusted with handling the temple donations, as one of India's biggest religious institutions comes under scrutiny. India's richest temples hold wealth in different forms, from annual donations and cash offerings to bank deposits, investment income, and centuries-old treasure. Now, some of these temples are Tirupati, Padmanabha Swami, Guruvayur, and Vaishno Devi, as well as Shirdi. Iran is preparing for what could become one of the largest state funerals in its modern history. A farewell meant not only to honor the late Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, but also to project Iran's religious identity, political resilience, and national unity before a global audience. The final preparations are already underway. These are the latest visuals of the specially prepared vehicle that will carry the body of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei along with the bodies of the members of his family who were assassinated in the US-Israel strikes on the 28th of February this year. The vehicle has been decorated for what Iran has described as its bidding farewell to the martyr of Iran. The funeral ceremony will begin on the 4th of July at Imam Khamenei Musalla in Tehran, the capital's principal venue for major state prayers and national ceremonies. On the 6th of July, then, the main funeral procession will begin, passing through major sites in Tehran, such as Imam Hussein Square, which is a major hub hosting massive religious processions and mourning ceremonies, as well as the Azadi Square, the iconic monument closely associated with the 1979 Islamic Revolution and Iran's modern political history. On the 7th of July, the ceremonies will continue in Kumbh, Iran's foremost center of Shia religious scholarship, where senior clerics are expected to pay their respects. The funeral cortege will then travel to Iraq, where public processions and memorial ceremonies are planned on the 8th of July in the holy Shia cities of Najaf and Karbala, highlighting the deep religious and cultural ties between Iran and Iraq's Shia communities. The final rites will conclude on the 9th of July in Mashhad, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's hometown, where he will be buried at the revered Imam Reza Shrine, which is one of the world's largest mosque complexes and one of the holiest sites in Shia Islam. Iranian authorities expect millions of mourners, with some estimates suggesting up to 20 million people who could attend the processions in Tehran alone, and over 35 million overall. International delegations from more than 90 countries are expected. Confirmed attendees include Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, the Chinese President Xi Jinping's special envoy, senior Iranian leaders including President Masoud Pezeshkian, the Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, senior Revolutionary Guard commanders are all expected to participate. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei served as Iran's supreme leader from 1989 until 2026, after previously serving as the country's president. For nearly 4 decades, he helped shape Iran's domestic politics, foreign policy, and religious establishment, becoming one of West Asia's most influential leaders. For Iran, this funeral represents far more than a final goodbye. It offers Tehran a global stage to showcase the central role of Islam in the Islamic Republic. In fact, they will celebrate Ali Khamenei's legacy. They will display the national solidarity through high public turnout and perhaps most importantly, send a powerful message to the world through a grand and historic farewell. Weather news now. Monsoon rains continue to wreak havoc across large parts of India. While a death has been reported in Mumbai, several parts of Delhi NCR received light to moderate rainfall today. In the financial capital of Mumbai, heavy and persistent rains have continued for a second consecutive day. The torrential rains have caused massive waterlogging in several low-lying areas while disrupting road traffic and suburban train services. A 55-year-old man died after he fell into an open manhole during heavy rains in the Sakinaka area. The incident has triggered fresh questions over monsoon preparedness and public safety. The Mumbai civic body has suspended 4 officials amid mounting criticism over repeated civic infrastructure failures during the rainy season. 2 teenage girls have suffered an electric shock while wading through rainwaters accumulated on the road near a bridge in the Nerul area of Navi Mumbai. The IMD has forecast heavy to very heavy rainfall in Mumbai and its suburbs over the next 24 hours, accompanied by gusty winds. Several parts of the national capital, meanwhile, received light to moderate rainfall as well, bringing a much-needed relief from the humid conditions and lowering the temperature across the city. The India Meteorological Department said that Delhi is likely to witness a generally cloudy sky with moderate rains during the day. In fact, it also forecasts thunderstorms accompanied by rain on Friday, Saturday, as well as on Sunday. Moderate to heavy rainfall was witnessed in most parts of Uttarakhand as well. The Weather Office issued an alert for several districts, including Dehradun, due to unceasing downpour and the falling debris and stones from the hillsides. Traffic movement has been affected on the Badrinath National Highway in the Chamoli district and the Kedarnath Yatra route in Rudraprayag district. In Jammu and Kashmir, meanwhile, pilgrimages to the Machail Mata and Mindal Mata shrines in Kishtwar district remain suspended due to incessant rainfall, slippery roads and the risk of shooting stones. The Met Department says that a low-pressure area is likely to form over the northwest Bay of Bengal on the 3rd of July, bringing heavy rainfall to South Bengal as well. Our top story tonight is from here in India, a crucial relationship that would shape the contours of the Indo-Pacific region. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Japan's Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi held bilateral talks in New Delhi today. It was followed by an exchange of memorandums of understanding in various sectors, including defense. In a strong message amid global uncertainties and the weaponization of tariffs, Prime Minister Takaichi said that there is an urgent need for India and Japan to provide regional energy security.
As both countries face challenges such as economic weaponization and non-market practices, we need to urgently build resilience in our critical minerals supply chains. Further, in the area of energy security impacted by the Middle East situation, both Japan and India bear the responsibility to provide for region-wide energy security, as I presented in Power Asia.
And Prime Minister Modi echoed this sentiment. He announced that a joint roadmap for economic security and a focus on energy are the key priorities for the 2 Asian partners.
आज के अनिश्चितता भरे युग में भारत और जापान दोनों इकोनॉमिक सिक्योरिटी और एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी का महत्व अच्छी तरह समझते हैं। इसी दिशा में आज हमने इकोनॉमिक सिक्योरिटी के लिए एक ज्वाइंट रोडमैप तैयार किया है। इसके माध्यम से हम सेमीकंडक्टर, क्वांटम और एडवांस मटेरियल जैसे स्ट्रेटेजिक क्षेत्रों में सप्लाई चेन रेजिलियंस को मजबूत करेंगे। एनर्जी सिक्योरिटी के क्षेत्र में भी आज हमने कई महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय लिए हैं।
Now, even as the two leaders stressed on economic and energy security, the cornerstone of this relationship, remember, has been the Indo-Pacific and its significance. PM Modi reiterated the need for a rules-based Indo-Pacific region.
जापान दोनों ही विश्व की सबसे बड़ी इकोनॉमीज में से है। एक फ्री, प्रॉस्परस और रूल्स बेस्ड इंडो पैसिफिक हमारी साझा प्राथमिकता है।
Remember, over the past decade, New Delhi and Tokyo have transformed their relationship from one driven primarily by trade and investment into a comprehensive strategic partnership that is focused on defense and maritime security.
A destroyer of Japan's maritime self-defense force and an India Navy vessel are planning to engage in joint exercise. We will enhance exercises in the Indian Ocean, promote naval maintenance, repair and overhaul cooperation, and strengthen equipment cooperation under the Make in India framework.
Now, at the heart of this partnership is defense. Prime Minister Modi said that the first co-development project between India and Japan will help develop defense technologies and strengthen maritime security and regional peace. Elaborating on the project, the Prime Minister said that this project involving the naval radio antenna Unicorn will open a new chapter in our defense technology partnership. Now remember, India and Japan share a close defense partnership. The two nations have a pact on the Mogami-class stealth frigates. Japan has actively proposed co-producing its ultra-modern, highly automated Mogami-class multi-role frigates directly inside Indian shipyards under the Make in India initiative. Then there's advanced propulsion systems. The two countries have established frameworks to look into the joint production of electric and hybrid motors for military drones, advanced fighter jet engines, and next-generation warship propulsion. The two countries conduct regular joint military exercises involving their armies, navies, as well as air forces. In fact, they're also key members of the Quad. A mechanism of joint working group exists between the two countries to progress collaboration and cooperation in the field of defense equipment and technology. The Indian Armed Forces undertake regular staff talks as well with the Japan Self-Defense Forces to further enhance the defense cooperation and interoperability. The Indian-Japanese navies, remember, hold exercises JMEX and participate in multi-army exercises like Malabar and Milan. You see, for both India and Japan, ensuring that the Indo-Pacific remains free, open and governed by international law is a strategic priority. The growing military and economic assertiveness of China, particularly in the East China Sea, the South China Sea and the Indian Ocean, has pushed both countries to strengthen their cooperation. Japan faces increasing pressure in the East China Sea, while India deals with border tensions with China along the line of actual control. Now, these shared security concerns have brought the two democracies closer than ever before. For India, Japan is a trusted partner that brings advanced technology, investment and strategic support. Meanwhile, for Japan, India represents a fast-growing economy, a major democratic power and a key player in maintaining stability across the Indo-Pacific.